welcome to my YouTube channel. So we're going to be doing a mini hips and twist sequence today. So we're going to get straight into it and we're going to come into our goddess stance. So we're going to bring our heels in and take the toes to face out. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Laura. So we're going to be doing a little hips and twist sequence today. Then we're going to get straight into it. So making your way to standing, turning your heels in, turning your toes out, and find a comfortable stance for you. So don't worry if you're not super wide or you're not super open, wherever. You can keep a neutral pelvic bowl. That's what we want to be doing in our goddess. We can begin with the hands at prayer. Take a big inhale, press into the feet, lengthen through crown of head. And then exhale, keeping the knees out nice and wide, begin to sit down into your goddess. Push into the feet, come back to the top. Exhale, sit it down. Lovely. So we can start to bring the biceps in line with the ears as we inhale, push into the feet, reach through the fingertips. And as you exhale, this time take your cactus arms. Lovely. A couple more of these, really warming up those hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, goddess. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do two more. Push into the feet, come up. Exhale, relax down. One more. And come back down. You can rest your hands on the inside of the knees here. Just start to push the hips forwards. Press the knees back. Sit it down. You can take a little movement or stay still. And then from here, we're going to come up and we're going to begin to pivot to your right. So turn to face the right edge of your mat, finding a high lunge position. Taking a bend in that right knee. Keep pushing strongly through the left foot. Biceps to ears, palms facing each other. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Shifting the hands to prayer, we're going to take a twist to the right. And option here, take that left elbow, reach to outside of right thigh. Hooking the left elbow outside of right thigh. Begin to push the elbow into the thigh, find the elbow to create this twist. Your gaze can stay down or take it up if you want to be more challenged. From here, turn to face the chest down. We're going to take the fingertips down to the ground and begin to drop that left knee. From here, begin to heel toe your right foot towards the edge of the mat, opening the hip out for lizard. Grounding through the left palm, start to send your right arm to the sky. Taking your right hand to the back of the head, you're going to inhale, open. And as you exhale, you're going to tap your right elbow to your left elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Perfect. Taking that right arm to the sky, you can start to reach the hand back, maybe finding a little bind here, or even picking that left foot up off the mat and taking your right hand to the foot. Finding that little extra stretch in the front of your left hip. And then releasing, bringing right hand to inside of right foot. We're going to take a little lizard stretch. So you might stay here on palm of hands, maybe take a soft bend in elbows, maybe rest on some props, or we're going to drop down onto those forearms. See if you can keep the weight into the right forearm here, rather than sinking to the left. And you can move or stay still. Just two more breaths. And then back onto palm of hands. Heel toe that right foot back to the center, tuck your back toe, lift your knee, reach fingertips out behind you, press into that left foot, squeeze that left hamstring and glute as you return to high lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, we're going to open and return to goddess. Heels in, toes out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. 2 more. Reach up. Come down. 1 more. And bring it down. Lovely. You can interlock the fingers here. Press those palms to the sky. Find a little space in those shoulders. Ground into those feet. Beautiful. Coming back to top, we're going to pivot to the left this time. So come onto the ball of back foot, squeeze right hamstring and glute. Take that lovely bend in left knee, sink into high lunge. Beginning to take hands to prayer. We're going to take that twist to the left. Option, right elbow outside of that left thigh. Using the arm to twist you to the left. Keep that bend in left knee. Keep pushing through ball of back foot. And gaze can be down or up. And then turning the chest to face down. Take those fingertips to the ground. Let that right knee drop to the mat. Planting through right palm, begin to heel toe that left foot to the edge of mat. Take that left arm to the sky, big breath in. Take left hand to back of head. We're going to inhale, exhale, twist. Left elbow, right elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. 2 more. Big twist. 1 more. And twist. Taking that left arm to the sky, reaching towards the back of the mat, maybe that bind. Or peel that right foot off the mat and let that left hand catch the foot for a bit more of a stretch in the front of right hip. That's lovely, letting go of that back foot, left hand inside of left foot. So we're finding lizard to this side. Again, you can stay here, find your props, or come all the way down onto those forearms, letting the weight come into that left forearm and not collapsing to the right. You can move or be still. And then coming back onto the palm with the hands, heel toe that left foot to the center, tuck the back toe, lift the knee, reach fingertips back out behind you, push into left foot, squeeze right hamstring and glute, high lunge. Breathe in. And then open out wide. So from here, we're just going to turn the big toes in, turn the heels slightly out, hands reaching out wide or take them to the hips. We're going to shift the weight back as you bring the weight forwards into the fronts of your toes, engage the core as you slowly fold forwards. You can bend the knees here if you need to. And your hands can begin to drop down onto the mat or onto a couple of blocks. So just shift the weight forward into the toes and then back into the heels. Maybe peel those toes off the mat. Shift the weight forwards. Shift the weight back. And then allow yourself to settle into your fold, really ground into those feet. Maybe take the hands around the ankles, bending in the elbows. Let the head hang heavy. And then from here,
Taking the fingertips down towards the mat, we're going to heel toe the feet a little closer for Malasana. So heels turned in, toes turned out. Begin to drop the pelvis down between the heels. Take palm of hands together. Press the arms into the inner thighs. Lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown of head. You can, of course, here be on your tiptoes or even put a rolled up blanket underneath the heels just to support you as you find your Malasana. That's wonderful. Just 2 more breaths. Perfect. And then we're going to make our way down onto the sit bones. Bring the feet slightly wider than hips. And we're going to take our deer stretch to the right. So just begin to turn to face the right side of your mat. And just come into your little deer stretch, or 90 legs. So hip follows knee, knee follows ankle, and same with that right leg. From here, just turning to face forwards. You can keep hands at prayer or have hands down to support you. We're going to start with a little stretch. So you're going to take your left hand to your left knee or even the floor. Bring your right bicep to your ear as you inhale, reach towards the left. So you might feel a little bit of compression in that left side of your body and a big stretch into the right side of your body. Your hand can even be on a block here or a little bit further up the thigh. That's wonderful. And then from here, start to reach forwards. Now, don't worry how low you go. Just feel into the hips. Maybe you want to come and rest on your forearms. Or maybe you just prefer to stay with your shoulders stacked above your hips. Wherever you are, again, resist the urge to lean to the right because this feels so much more comfortable. We want to think about bringing that left shoulder to that right ankle so that we get that squaring off of the hips, the shoulders, the chest, everything in alignment. And depending on your natural flexibility or your flexibility, you might find walking the hands forwards and lying on your chest is accessible here. You're just staying on your forearms or the palm of your hands. Bringing yourself back to your seat. We're going to float to the other side. So you can use your hands or do this hands-free roll to the left. Turning to face that left side of the mat, finding your 90-90 or deer legs. Sitting up nice and tall or using hands to support you. Take that right hand to right knee or the floor, left bicep to ear, big inhale. And then take your stretch to the right. And then recenter, start to fold. Let yourself settle into the hips. Connect with your breath. Connect with where you feel the stretch, the sensation. And again, come even deeper if this is not feeling like anything in your body. And that's wonderful. Back onto the palms. Come back to center. We're just going to take those legs out wide. Find a little straddle seat. Flex those toes towards you. Turn the little toes to face out. Sit up nice and tall. If this feels really intense, you can place a couple of rolled up blankets or blocks underneath your knees to take a little bend in the knees. So from here, we're just going to start to come forwards. And again, just go to where you begin to feel a stretch in the inner thighs. No pain in your back. And you can just gently keep shifting until you get a good stretch. Inhale. Exhale, allow yourself to float down. Once you find your edge, we're just going to take 3 breaths in your stretch. That's lovely. Bringing yourself back to the top. Start to bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. Bringing the heels towards your pelvis. Hands can rest behind you, especially if you need support with the spine. If you feel like you're hunching over to keep those knees up, take your hands to the ground, push into the hands, lengthen spine. Just focus on grounding those knees, outer thighs downwards as you push the feet towards each other. If you're comfortable with the hands around the feet, that's also fine. And we're just going to take a few moments here just to really engage those inner thighs, push those knees downwards, lengthen through spine. Breathe. And if you wish here, you can begin to fold it forwards, maybe using your elbows to push those inner thighs a little closer towards the ground. Rolling back to the top, bring those inner thighs together and just begin to roll down all the way onto the back. Once you are here, bring those knees in, and we're going to start with a happy baby. So you might just take the outside of your shins here and just bring the thighs towards the outside of the ribs. If that's enough, you can stay here, just float side to side. Or bring the arms to the inside of the thighs, flex the toes towards the shins and just begin to reach the outside of the feet with your hands. And then start to open those feet to the sky. And then you can sway from side to side. Just find a little space in the hips. Keep that lower back connected to the mat. You can stay still if you prefer to be still. That's lovely. And then from here, you're just going to cross your right knee over your left knee. You can begin to take the hands to the back of the thighs, just getting a little cow face stretch. If you can reach your hands to the feet. Find this little helicopter propeller. Draw the knees towards the center of the chest. Draw the feet towards your shoulders. And just find this little upside down cow face hip stretch. And again, you can be still or you can sway. Breathing in, breathing out. And then keeping that right leg over the left, you can double wrap for twisted roots, and we're going to fall to the right. If that's too much, just untwist and bring knees together. But we're going to let we're going to let the body fall over to the right and let the gaze fall to the left. Try to keep the shoulder blades down on the ground here. And then as you come back through center, we're going to switch sides. So start to take your left knee over your right. Again, hands can just come behind the thighs, or we're going to reach for those feet. Drawing the feet towards your shoulders. Knees towards the chest. Movement or stillness in Gomukhasana. And then keeping the wrap if you are, or stacking the knees. See if you can find a double wrap so your left foot starts to go behind your right thigh. Go away, fly. And then we're going to let both knees fall to the left. Look to the right and try to keep right shoulder down on the mat. Don't let it lift. And breathe. Slowly floating back to center. Release both legs. Start to give yourself a big hug, forehead towards your knee. And then begin to make your way into relaxation. So you can take your relaxation however you wish. Maybe you want to continue your hip stretch, bringing soles of feet together. Tuck the pelvis under and then let the lower back connect with the mat. Hands resting on belly or down beside the body. Or maybe you want your legs out long. Just find a position for you. And if you wish to rest here, you can pause the video. Just let yourself have a few moments just to connect with mind and body before you begin the rest of your day. And if you are ready to come back to seat, we're going to bring those inner thighs together. If you've come into butterfly, either roll to one side or rock and roll into your cross-legged seat. And just finding your way into Sukhasana. Sitting up nice and tall. Just take a moment, hands at prayer at the heart center. Take that time to send gratitude to your body. Movement is a gift. Always be thankful for what you can do. And send gratitude to yourself for making time for you, for your practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.